Ghastly Dragons are still somewhat worth hunting, so here's my video about them. I'm gonna start out by saying I don't think they're the best to make profit anymore, as there is options like the Museum of Tibia and the Darasha Elite Skeletons to hunt one by one. But they still deserve a video due to how popular they were, and honestly they're not that bad to hunt, so let's talk about them. But before that, as usual, sorry but this is all recording before the introduction of quick loot and rapid spawn. Leaving that aside, in this video I will show you the two biggest spawns. Let's start by the classic one, the Ghastly Dragon Lair. This is located in the northern area of Sal, which you need to start the Wrath of the Emperor before being able to go, and I recommend to finish mission 2 before hunting. Keep in mind that the Children of Revolution also requires you to be on the last mission of the New Frontier and do the Children of Revolution. It is a lot of questing, but for Paladins all of these quests are highly beneficial to unlock a variety of respawns, so I recommend to do it. After you get your access, this is where the lair is located. My level recommendation I will say is over 120 to use the Rift crossbow at least, or ideally 150 to use the Spectral bolts. If you're using a bow, that's fine too, but since these dragons are weak to physical, using the stronger ammunition pays off. They do hit pretty hard, but at the same time they're really slow, and also do not walk over fire, so hunting them is incredibly easy and shouldn't be a problem. They do have a strong paralyze, so watch out for that by spamming your Exodus. At level 220 I was making around 450k an hour on 100% or 630 on 150% with a distance of around 107. So the experience is not so great, but the profit average is of over 300k an hour, which is pretty decent for me. The reason I didn't hunt this at lower levels is because at the time this was still a new server and it was overcrowded most of the times, and I just didn't feel like fighting for it was worth it. But nowadays it's always empty, so it's a good alternative for you guys. The spawn itself is super easy, and all you gotta do is a lap around the cave in whichever direction you want. But if you need to kite them too much, it's much better to just place a firewall and kill them that way, as kiting might get you back spawn and that can be troublesome for sure. Next up we have the Sao Palace, which is easier to get access but at the same time is much harder to get there. First you need to do the mission 8 of the New Frontier quest, as well as having delivered 10 tomes of knowledge to Kyle. These can be obtained throughout different quests in Sao or can be purchased from players. Keep in mind that you can only deliver one tome at a time with 20-hour cooldown. After having all of that, head to the Sao Palace and follow the path until you reach these doors, which to go through you must have delivered 10 tomes. After that there will be a lot of dragons and lizard salgons on the way, and this is why I mentioned it's harder to get to. You gotta run past this following this path until you reach the stairs at the end, and overall this can be pretty difficult, so I recommend over level 200, and even the use of Boots of Haste and Time Ring can be useful. When you reach these stairs, this is a safe area where you can go AFK if you need to, and won't be in danger of dying to monsters. Going down again, there will be dragons, but run past them and go down, but do it at either of the corners. This will reduce the risk of luring more than one dragon, and also you can make it even safer by placing a firebomb on top of you and kill them immediately until you have cleared the entrance. After that, just like the dragon lairs just hunt with firewalls, I like using this one as it makes the dragons walk pretty far around the pillars, and that's great for safety, and just luring a bit to the south is enough to hunt one by one. That should be it, but since this was also before the introduction of rapid spawn, I don't know how the back spawn will end up, so be careful about it. Just remember to use the stairs to your advantage. If you lure too much, bring them to either the right or left side and then go up and down the opposite side of the stairs and kill them one at a time. On this spawn I was using my Ember Wing, which you should as well, and with it the experience got up to 520 on yellow at some point, but the average without it was around the 450. It wasn't much of an improvement to the dragon lairs, but it's because it wasn't easy to hunt, and that made me less efficient. In reality this spawn has more potential to the experience, but at the end of the day it won't change too much as you're still killing in single target most of the times, and that only gets better with more distance. While hunting this brings some rust removers as they drop rust armors, and that can boost your profit a little bit with knight armors, crown armors, and even paladin armors. Also, they have a death curse that does more damage over time, so make sure you get your spell Exanamor to remove the curse after every kill. Lastly, a good thing about hunting this is that they are taskable to Grisly Islands for characters over 130, and this can get you a plenty of points as well as chances to kill their boss, the Edreshek. The boss is located in the teleport on the west of the Dragon Lair. This can drop the golden cane of oil, which even though it's a low chance, it will be great once you loot it. He's also more generous with drops of saddle items, guardian boots, and more, which if you think about it can be an average of 350k per kill. That is all I got for this video. If you want to support the channel and creation of more videos like this, consider sending some Tibia coins to Goody Donation. Thank you for watching and see you next time.